What if I told you that the longest rebellion in Philippine history wasn't waged by a massive army, but by a community, led by one man? Today, we're diving into the story of Francisco Dagohoy and the rebellion that changed the course of Filipino resistance. You've heard of revolutions, but have you heard of an 85-year-long rebellion? Let's unravel this epic tale. It's the 18th century, and the Philippines is under Spanish colonial rule. Life for many Filipinos was anything but free. Tax burdens, forced labor, and religious pressures created a boiling pot of discontent. And in 1744, on the island of Bohol, a spark was lit by Francisco Dagohoy. But here's what's wild. This rebellion didn't start with politics. It started with a priest refusing to give a man's brother a proper burial. Can you imagine that? A personal grievance turned into a full-blown uprising. Let's break it down. In 1744, Dagohoy's brother died while fulfilling a forced task from Spanish authorities. But when the local priest refused to give him a Christian burial, a huge deal at the time, Dagohoy said, "Enough is enough." He rallied his community, and together they rose up against Spanish authorities. Dagohoy wasn't just brave, he was brilliant. He and his followers fled to the mountains, creating a fortress that the Spanish couldn't penetrate for decades. Think about it. They held their ground for 85 years. Dagohoy's community wasn't just surviving, they were thriving. They built a self-sustaining society, complete with their own laws and defenses. And while the Spanish launched more than 20 military campaigns against them, none succeeded for nearly a century. Imagine having your ancestors tell bedtime stories of outsmarting an empire. It's like the ultimate underdog movie, but it's real history. After Dagohoy's death, his legacy lived on. The rebellion finally ended in 1829, but his fight inspired future generations. Today, his name is immortalized in Bohol, from the Dagohoy Memorial to the pride of the local people.